Howdy folks, and welcome to my review of the Motone Jota 2.0 adjustable handlebar on my 2018 Moto Guzzi V7III Stone. I have a love-hate relationship with these handlebars. I love how they enhance the comfort of the ride of my motorcycle. But I also have some serious issues with the execution of this concept, so let me tell you all about it. First of all, what makes this bar so special and why would you even bother looking at this bar? Well, it is a reinterpretation of an Italian design from the 70s that allowed adjustable handlebars, 3-axis adjustable handlebars on a motorcycle. And Motone took that concept, refined it a little bit, and is now selling these bars on the market. From a functionality perspective, they're brilliant, because you can adjust the handlebar like traditionally on this axis, rotating the handlebar, but you also have axis number 2 that you can adjust, which allows that grip to go up or down in its setting, and then has this third location right here, which brings the grip either in or out, and so you can really dial in your setting on your motorcycle. It is awesome to find the sweet spot just for yourself. Really love that. The other thing that's really cool about this handlebar is it allows you to give this real flexibility, right? So you can set them up as a upright handlebar for off-road riding, or kind of sporty the way I have it set up here. You can get really racer with it, cafe racer. You know, almost have the bars almost hang down, straight down. I mean, you have so many options to really find exactly the look and the feel and the comfort level that you're looking for. The other thing that's really cool about these bars is they're actually quite large. So if you look at the wingspan of them, if I measure this out, all the way across, they're right at 36 inches, so almost 3 feet. In metric, that's 910 millimeters actually. That gives you a whole lot of leverage on these bars. And so once again, if you're going off-road and you do have them upright, you have lots of leverage. Even if you have them really down low, you still have decent leverage. If you want them to be comfortable, you can find that spot and really kind of stretch out on a motorcycle. Really cool feature, and there's rarely bars out there that are this wide or can be made this wide. So if you're looking for that, that is really cool. But like I said, not everything about them is perfect. And so there are a few issues I think that you need to be made aware of. Well, Motone does a pretty decent job, I think, with the improvements that they've done to the bar, giving it a little bit more teeth here in the adjustments, therefore improving the level of adjustability that you have. When you put it all together, it doesn't all perfectly line up. So I don't know if you guys can tell here from this shot, but I can tell you that my right bar is a little bit further down than my left bar is. It's not a huge difference, but it's there. I've gotten used to it, but initially it bugged me, at least looking at it. Now I don't even think about it anymore, but initially it bugged me a little bit. And so you have to fiddle with them a little bit, maybe even play with the different components to make sure that they match up as close as possible. The next thing that bugged me about them was actually the way they were delivered to me. So when they were delivered to me, they actually came with these very nice plated screws. The plated screws are nice because obviously they don't rust, which is a good idea, but these were way too short to actually securely mount the handlebars. So I had to go off to the hardware store and find longer screws. Unfortunately, the hardware store did not have the longer screws available, and I couldn't find them anywhere in plated, so I got them in black, which didn't bother me too much because, you know, having a black handlebar with shiny plated screws looked kind of awkward. And so I got them in black, but unfortunately the black ones were not rust proof. And so what I ended up doing, which I think should have come from the factory to begin with, was I needed to figure out how to plug the holes in order to protect the screw that's inside and also improve the general look rather than having this exposed screw that's kind of sitting there. And so what I did, and you can see this on this side, is I went and I got some furniture plugs that I use to fill the holes, and actually they look quite good. They actually look like they belong there. And so what furniture plugs? Well, these are 7/8, as the bar is 7/8. You can get them on Amazon. And so I took this relatively large plug and I effectively chopped them down. And so, you know, I just cut them off just above the lowest retention ring, or whatever you want to call that thing. And they work just fine. Let me just show you how this works in practice. So you take this this plug, you stick it in there, you push it in, and voila, it's nice and covered. It sits there pretty well, does the job. So that was a cosmetic issue and an impractical issue, sending me a too short bolt that I had to resolve. The other thing that bugs me a little bit about them is the quality of the paint. So if you might be able to see this right here. It's a little scratched up. It's a little bit rusty. You have to be really careful as you install them, because the paint is actually quite sensitive on them. And so I got a little bit excited when I was adjusting my brake levers, and I made a little scratch, and now I have it there. Does it bug me terribly? No. But would it be nice to have something that's a little more scratch resistance in terms of the finish? Yeah, absolutely. Another thing to be aware of is that these bars do not have any pre-drilled holes. Obviously, they're universal, so you're gonna have to pre-drill them yourself, or find another way to mount your controls to them. Another thing I think that a lot of folks care about is there a way to mount mirrors at the end? Is there a way to put a screw in or bolt? No. They are just open at the end, so you need to have the bar and mirror mounters, or weights, or whatever you want to mount at the end, that work with an open pipe. And so those are some of my concerns: the quality of the finish, the fact that I didn't get the right hardware and I had to go buy it myself, the fact that there's no plugs that come from the company that I kind of had to adapt my own plugs for them. Those are some of the things that bugged me, but really in the end it's about the riding experience, and the riding experience with these bars is fantastic. The fact, like I said, that I can dial in the bars exactly the way I want them is a winner in my book. And so while the other stuff were inconveniences, and they bug me every once in a while, when I look at them, when I'm on the bike and I'm riding, I love these bars. And so if you're looking for a handlebar solution and you can't find something that fits you just right, then these bars might be a great option. And by the way, they are available in the 22mm version, which I have here in my Moto Guzzi. That's 7/8 of an inch. And they also have the larger 1-inch Harley size available in these. So for all you folks that need 1-inch bars, you might have an option there as well. Hope this was interesting to you all. If it was, I'll appreciate a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of this content, I appreciate you subscribing. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them below. I'll be more than glad to answer those for you. Thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day.